After a journey overseas, what can we really expect out of this one? We had a fun time in New York, a peaceful time back in Japan counting the manholes and enjoying the rain. DragonMaid really does have a bit of everything. Some great fight scenes, like what we saw before, some interesting conflicts, and some just generally nice family moments. It is watching like exercise, calisthenic type things. Don't put in too much effort, but that warning was in place far too late. Okay, the motivation to be fit and healthy is far too strong. The running joke of Toru trying to feed her dragon meat was almost lost. Also, as the passage of time goes ever onwards, the rise of back pain and the like. Anyone that has experienced it, you have my sincere pity. Funnily enough, though, I haven't actually had any proper back pain in a while. I must be aging backwards. Eternally youthful. But as we are coming up to the end of DragonMaid, are we going to have the same kind of conflict and resolution as the first season? I mean, there was trying to remember who it was at the end of the first one. Was it Toru's father? And a lot of these look completely ineffective was going to be the word I was going to... Not with the mini hands! The fact that she's holding back and not asking. Right. Trying to put it in terms of she can't deny it, is it? Yeah, maybe ask around is why you don't try and feed your friends parts of yourself. Built up stress and staying seated for all hours of the day. You'd call that bad posture? Oh no. And they'd buy them in bulk rather than having any that actually are fit for purpose. I see. I mean, even if she did manage to eat it, would it be possible for humans to keep it down? Food of the dead. Are these like offerings? So Kobayashi is gonna have to live in the dragon world. Personify. Personiphony. Persephone. Of course, yep. Just leave. You don't be having to do the bill then. But also with dragons like Luca, Quetzalcoatl, mentioning other names of mythology. I mean, just... she's coming to some conclusions, at least. She's using it. What exactly is it meant to do? Applying to pressure points or something? Don't just flop it out like that. Ah. Somehow, or for some reason, it has a vibrate feature. And it's free. Well, if having an intrusive house guest can be counted as free. At all hours of the day. Huh? Where did that come from? People can have stiff shoulders for a multitude of reasons. Very convenient magic. And considering Elmer has already broken it a few times, I guess teaching Iridu and Kano is the best next step. What, match? Resemble each other? I guess that would make sense. He has a guest. It's not often you say, oh, can you come to the CEO's office? Is this on work time or during break hours? Well, you heard the conversation on the phone just now. Oh. Christ, that is one drawing and a half. So it's kind of like the battle for between the Titans and the gods of Olympus. So many factions. We've known this much so far. I can see very young Toru being a merchandise juggernaut there. Mainly because having a plushie of that would be quite nice. Hey. He has a point. Plus, what do the laws of the world and copyright mean between dimensions? And the fact that he's sat there with a smile on his face the entire time. How dare they? And so, unfortunately, staying neutral wasn't an option. Yeah, learning to destroy early on. And look at where that has led up to now. Such a heavy conversation. While she still has a lot of work to do. She fell into the darkness there. Was that going to be like Zeus or Poseidon? And if it could happen to the Emperor of Demise's daughter... Does that mean the gods are still just out there? And the closing of the blind there over the setting sun. He just can't stop smiling. I feel like there is more there that he's not divulging. Such a long, hard-fought battle throughout the years. But considering he's sat down and had a talk like this, yeah, we've thought about that several times. Lifespans being very different. And after being told a story like that and take care of her, let's go to the arcade for a while. She waited up. She'd like to hear it from her. Yeah, when the time is right. I mean, sometime down the line, knowing people's motives and true feelings is necessary. The fact that she picks up on things early must be a good sign. And just like the war that she was trying to end, I mean, there's good food. Close enough. A good enough reason. What kind of bugs are we talking about? She's been cast out. Yeah, much like the reasons to a lot of kids act out. It was a very long dragon. I would like to see, like, what's it? Jormungandr, the wild dragon from Norse mythology. Does that one exist here? Of course, yes. Keeping up with his treasure trove. And the fact that he's, I would say, almost mellowed out, but it's probably better to say distracted by the internet. They both learned from each other, but there's a case to be made on both sides there. keeping his distance or not getting too involved. She didn't want anyone fighting. Being born in a world of battle and war for a cause that is... I don't know if it's long forgotten. All you had to do is roll out of the way. What a chance meeting started this entire path of events. Maybe a little bit of alcohol every now and again isn't such a bad idea if you get to meet a dragon. Once again, it comes down to finding, like, a purpose. Well, you still got to train at that. I think we all kind of understood that she was enjoying this life quite a bit. But considering a dragon's extended lifespan and how long they can live, considering we've came so far in such little time since she started being a maid and living there. Then she's got quite a hell of a life in front of her. There are people brought into conflicts all around that don't quite understand why they're fighting or why they're there. Just know that they don't really have a choice. It's good to see some people fighting back against it. And for the penultimate episode in a series, coming up with a story about her past, why she's fighting her father's wish for not to be settled with the same existence. I think it's everyone's original kind of wish to experience at least something, getting out there to see what there is in the world, make your own conclusions rather than what is dictated for you. Also, just confirming, the code that her company uses, a proprietary language that they invented, due to being a mage and everything. Does that mean all new hires will have no experience in it beforehand unless they're a mage? That's got to make hiring processes quite difficult. But really, I can't help but thinking about this story with the dragons and their fight against the gods being analogous to many conflicts throughout history that we've had. Generations born into fighting that they don't fully understand other than they're fighting for those around them, really. More than just a happy-go-lucky slice-of-life program. due to its setting, what it's made itself out to be, it can tackle some actual heavy-hitting topics. And, of course, see some flashy animation every now and again. I wonder if we're going to get any Sakuga in the last episode. I bet you'll be enjoying it, though. So if you liked this one, consider leaving a like on the video. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. You can cancel at any time. It is free. And you don't have to tell anyone. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. I'll definitely see you in the next one. We are finally uncovering the truth behind Toru and her past. And if you wish to delve deep to find what hidden mysteries there are about my channel, or want to join the fight to help keep them locked away forever, consider joining on to my Patreon, because no matter which side of the aisle you are, I'm very glad to have you behind me. And with that, I need to thank Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsvi, Gurley, Saltytron Cardboard, Croyville, Dark Shadow, 7899, Alvin Garcia, Santiago, Manizio Lascano, something Korean I still don't know, I'm sorry, and everyone else. I just hope this doesn't come to a battle between the gods of YouTube copyright.